selling wafers, and then finally I wanted to be a photographer. I became a photographer, but my heart was in movies and theatre. I joined the theatre. Why? So that I learn and understand theatre discipline, learn and understand drama, learn and understand that if you want to do cinema, don't ever think that it's easier in cinema because आपका shot है फिर मैं इनका shot लूँगा फिर मैं आपका shot लूँगा 2 लाइन बोलना फिर आप 2 लाइन बोलेंगे फिर आप 1.5 लाइन बोलेंगे ऐसे नहीं होता है. If you do a theatre discipline, you will understand that any actor worth his salt wants to do the entire scene first, at least in rehearsal. So I did a play called I Am Not Bajirao. Okay? I Am Not Bajirao is not a historical play. It's about a 75-year-old Parsi Babaji. I was 35 that time. And a 75-year-old Maharashtrian who was about 48, looked 75, Sudhir Joshi. And we did this play. It was an experimental play. Experimental. 2 old men sitting on a park bench talking about their aches and pains, about their knee, about their sciatica, about their glaucoma, about kya unki sab bimari hai, about their love life. Who is interested in a 75-year-old man's love life? How boring is this? So we had 3 shows. We rehearsed for months for 3 shows in the experimental theatre. All right? We decided not to put it in the experimental theatre for some reason, and we opened it at the 1200-seater Tata Theatre. Why? I don't know. Kisko himmat aayi? It was my first play. It was first play for Sudhir Joshi in English. तो क्यों हमने खोला? Because people said इसमें कुछ है. Don't open it in the experimental. 3 show book कर लो. 3 shows. I'll just give you a little insight into this. 3 show नहीं किए हम लोग. 10 साल चला ये play. Now, what am I trying to say? It is these things that are different that actually work. And they can even make money. And we ran that for 10 years till Sudhir Joshi Bichara passed away one day, and then I don't have the heart of playing it again. So what's my point? My point is nothing is too small. Nothing, if the concept is big, it's big. We did that play. I ended up playing Feroz Khan's Mahatma versus Gandhi. All right, which was based on Prakash No Parchayo. It was a Gujarati play, and then it was made in Marathi by and Atul Kulkarni and Bhakti Barve did the roles, and I was doing the English version. And I went to Sudhir Joshi and said, Sudhir, getting to play Gandhi. Sudhir, do it. Do it. Sudhir Joshi. Sure, 100% do it. Which Gandhi? I said, Mahatma Gandhi पागल हो गया. मैं समझा खान अब्दुल गफ्फार खान, Frontier Gandhi. And that shook me up. I said, Sudhir Dada, what are you saying? He said, मजाक कर रहा हूँ. All that I'm telling you is got to do with acting, cinema and drama only. Just by the way, if you read between the lines. And you know what he said? He said, look, you have to do it. I was pulling your leg. You have to do it. Number 1, I started losing weight. I lost about 30 kilos, believe it or not. You can see my ribs. Right? Saying you'll walk like him. You'll talk like him. But if you don't think like him, no? And if you don't believe you're him, then how will they believe you're him? You've got to get as close as to belief. It's difficult and also impossible. It's not possible. How am I going to be? But you've got to really believe in that moment you're a version of that person. And that's what acting is about. Acting is about lying. Who is the best liar is the best actor. Jitendra Joshi is the best actor, I say. You're my darling, you know that. I love you. Yeah. Don't say it loudly, man. Anyway, we did that. Finally, I'm going to come to the closure of this session and then start something that is little more technical. which Jabbar sir was talking about. Ram Madhvani calls me and says, I want you to do a film. मैं बोला अभी पैसे बनाने का मौका आ गया. It's an experimental film. मैं को मर गए मेरी नसीब में सब experimental होते हैं. वो play किया हम लोग ने. वो play. I am not Bajirao, but just see the parallels. Picture का नाम है Let's Talk. पूरे picture में मियाँ बीवी बातें करते रहते हैं. I said नहीं मुझे नहीं करना है. It's too wordy. So he says, then you rewrite it with me. So we sat and rewrote. It took us 1.5 years to write, rewrite, rehearse, record, improvise, rehearse, record. And then 1.5 years later, we made a film in 7 days. It was called Let's Talk. And the movie got made. And I went up to Ram Madhvani. I said, Ram, when are we releasing this movie? He said, we are not going to release this movie. Kaun bola? I said, तो बनाया क्यों? So he said something very philosophical, which I wanted to punch him in the face. But hear this. And you know how Ram Madhvani is now. He says, Boman, we made it for you. For me. For our family. By now I want to break his neck. For our family. For our friends. And this line was the most irritating one of all. And to ease the passing of time. मेरा 1.5 साल बर्बाद किया to make me feel like I'm a grandfather of 80 smoking a pipe on a chair to ease the passing of time. I want to start a career. मैं मजाक कर रहा था. I'll tell you, I was joking. I was pulling his leg. I knew this movie would never see the light of day, but it did. We sent it to the national awards. I was nominated for Best Actor. It was up there, man. But they sent it back. Why? Because it was shot on digital. Can you imagine? They sent it back. I never grumble. Doesn't matter. So what? नहीं मिला national award में क्या है? तू ले लेगा. But the movie, while it was being edited, all right, the monitors here, and there was this film producer, director, who was looking at his film being edited. Big blockbuster. And then he was distracted by the other monitor over there, and he said, yeah, ganda picture kaun sa hai? Let's talk. ये एक्टर कौन है? बमन ईरानी. पारसी है. हिंदी बोलता है, मालूम है. भेजो मेरे पास. He gave me a check of 2 lakh rupees. I went to his house. He gave me 2 lakh rupees. Jyoti, I cannot understand how he gave me 2 lakh rupees. ये रख ले. अरे बोले किस चीज के लिए? मेरे अगली पिक्चर के लिए. बोला आपकी अगली पिक्चर का नाम क्या? मेरे पास पिक्चर ही नहीं है. Can you imagine? मेरे पास पिक्चर ही नहीं है. बोला यार फिल्मी लोग थोड़े ऐसे होते हैं, मतलब मेरे पास पिक्चर नहीं है, कमाल. I said तो फिर पैसे क्यों दे रहे? He said, he gave me a fine compliment I'd like to tell you. He said, if you start doing Hindi movies and I am ready with my ugly picture and you don't give me dates, you watch out. I said, why will I not give you dates? He said, because if you start working, Boman, for the next 20 years, you will not stop working. Really? I did not believe that. I really did not believe that. Anyway, he disappeared. Again, he disappeared. 7-8 months later, the numbers vary with every conversation. 7-8 months later, he calls me and said, यारा कहानी मिल गई, कमाल की कहानी है, कहानी मिल गई, यारा कहानी की. मैं बोला कहानी का नाम क्या? He said, मुन्ना भाई MBBS.